Truly here to celebrate you. And as you look at this little guy, that's you. And I noticed the smile on this little guy. And I truly believe that that's the smile you bring to your school each day. And then I thought it was interesting that as I looked at it a little bit more, its eyes are also smiling. And don't you think so? I mean, take a serious look there. I also noticed that this little hero has its hands kind of clenched like it's ready to work, but I also believe that those same hands look like they're also ready to reach out to someone. And I don't know who planted this on our table, but I truly believe that this is the symbol for each of you tonight who are ordinary heroes doing extraordinary things every day to change the climate and culture of your school through empowering students and giving them the skills and the space that they need to make your schools really amazing places. And so with that, I think you should give this little guy a squeeze and give it up for yourselves. I mean, you do amazing work. Now you have to give it up a little bit louder than that, okay? In a few minutes, you're going to be hearing about 3 people who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame for this organization. And that's kind of like the lifetime achievement, and that's pretty cool. But today we're going to get to honor 2 people who are advisors in the state, one at the middle level and one at the high school, who both have served under 10 years in their position. And to surface as an advisor of the year at the middle level and high school in that amount of time, to me really speaks to the things that they're doing in their schools to empower kids. And so with that, I'd like to say that, now this is really weird, because I never carry my phone with me, but I have a quote on it I want to use, and I watched other people do that, and I'm like, that's cool. And then my phone hasn't rung in like 3 days, and it's ringing now. And so this is like really weird. Okay, now as soon as I get myself regrouped, and hopefully I'll be able to find my quote. But okay. Anyway, each year at this banquet, we honor the success of a middle school and a high school advisor of the year. I'm very grateful to the Herff Jones organization, who provides us with lovely plaques for that, and their strong support of student activities. I'm going to start with the middle level advisor of the year, because he has the most experience. Ryan Healy from Ridgeline Ridgeline Middle School in the Yelm School District is a history and leadership teacher who's been in his position for 9 years. Ryan is the school advisory leader at his school. In his role, according to his principal, he provides positive leadership or positive experiences and builds confidence each day so that all students can become leaders in the school and in the community. His principal, John Johnson, says he collaborates with staff, and because of that, the trust of those around him to lead is directly related to his patience and thoughtful consideration when making decisions. His conviction and courage to implement the theme, be better, be kinder, and choose love, continues to be a tremendous impact within the school community. His positive collaborative style is something I've noticed that his principal had mentioned, and then as I was reading, as the committee was reading that, I'm like, positive collaborative, that sounds like Ryan. I kind of see him as the kind and gentle spirit in his ability to ignite with enthusiasm. It's not only made a difference in his school, but it's made him an asset to our statewide leadership program. He's a WACA board member. He's a go-to middle-level regional facilitator for us. He serves on the Camp Columbia staff. And in all of those places, he brings energy and he brings passion and a love for students. To finish, before I call Ryan up, his principal said, "Ryan is a shining, rising star in our profession, and will make you as proud of him as we are. And we are proud of you, Ryan, and I am honored to be able to recognize you on behalf of the Association of Washington Student Leaders as the 2014 Middle Level Advisor of the Year." Okay, there you go. All right, isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? Now, one of the other things before I give this to Ryan is that he is the first, and our high school person will be the second, to receive this brand new, hot off the press plaque, which says, has the logo for the Association of Washington Student Leaders. The old award was given to you by the Washington Association of Student Councils, but in the inclusive environment that we're looking at, this is given in recognition of outstanding contributions to the development of student leaders. Thank you and congratulations, Ryan. And I'll get out of your way.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to leave that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm not a very nervous person normally, but this makes me very nervous. And I normally don't read off of prepared stuff, but I'm going to read this so I don't miss anything. First, I just want to thank Susan and AWSL for this recognition and for supporting so many great programs that not only benefit student leaders, but advisors as well. Many of those programs have helped me become a better leadership advisor, teacher, and honestly, a better person. Receiving this award is a great honor, like truly. The past middle level and high school recipients of this award are all people that I aspire to be more like. They're all amazing advisors, and those that I've gotten to know personally are even better people. So to be placed in the company of them is humbling, to say the least. I've discovered that one of the great purposes of my life is to, as Kurt Vonnegut said, love whoever is around to be loved. And I'm so thankful that being a leadership advisor affords me so many opportunities to live my purpose every day. And receiving an award like this just reminds me that I wouldn't be where I am without the love and sacrifice of so many people. So if you will indulge me, I'd just like to take a couple minutes to thank people who've helped me. I first want to start with my family, most of whom are not here tonight, but I did get a little surprise earlier with my wife. I'd like to thank them. I've learned so much from all of them. I've learned the importance of passion for your work from my dad, unconditional love and kindness from my mom, and perseverance from my sister. My daughter, Margaret, has taught me patience. She's 3. And overwhelming joy. And I know our new little one, which is coming this July, she will teach me so many more lessons. I've also been so fortunate to have spent my entire adult life with the most amazing partner, my wife, Megan, who drove a long way to be here tonight without letting me know ahead of time, so that was a cool surprise. She's taught me way too many things to listen. Without her support, I would not be the person that I am today. I'd also like to thank my school family, my principal, John Johnson, for always supporting me as a person and as an educator. All my colleagues who work so hard to be excellent at all they do every day and who support me and our students beyond what seems possible on many days. I especially want to thank my dear friends and leadership department buddies, Guy and Sarah. I'm so fortunate to share in the work of leadership and activities with two of the best people and educators I know. They're both amazing. They make me better, and they make work fun. Even though my kids aren't here tonight, my students, I just want to take a second and say I'm so thankful to work with the students in my community. They're fun, kind, hardworking, and many of them are truly passionate servant leaders, which inspires me. And I'm so fortunate that so many of them have shown me such love and kindness over the years. And I've learned a lot of great lessons as a teacher and leadership advisor, and many of them have come from my students. To my Camp Columbia family, a couple quick thoughts because some of you are here. Susie and Carrie Black. I have learned so much from the two of you when I was still getting started in the advisor session, And I can safely say that I wouldn't be the advisor I am without the things that you taught me then and the things that you still teach me by example every summer. Lana, thank you for trusting me to be part of the camp family and for helping me to be part of so many other amazing student leadership opportunities. I wouldn't be where I am without those. Carrie, I respect you as a teacher, sorry everybody, and as a friend, and I'm glad to have you in my life. Sally, we started in the advisor session together at Columbia, and apart from your sparkly personality, I've always admired your passion and your outlook on life. And I'm so thrilled to hopefully teach another class with you this summer at camp. Jen, I can't imagine having lucked into a better friendship. You're an awesome car trip companion and one of the best people I know. Thanks for always supporting me. Sneeze, Michael Sneezak, for those that don't know. I don't consider you a friend. I consider you my brother. And I'm so glad to be rooming with you this week. And Becky, I am beyond lucky that we are friends and in all the same circles, and I'm on your team for as long as you will have me. I'd also like to thank past and present members of the WACA board for all the hard work they put into making sure that we have a great conference every year. I would not have the same skills or knowledge without all the things I've learned from this conference and the people who helped to create it. Finally, I'd also like to thank all the delegates in attendance tonight. I'm inspired by all of you. Shoot, I was taught something in the session that I was leading today about the things that I was supposed to be teaching about. I know that you put in countless hours and you do important things in your school communities. And honestly, it's comforting and inspiring to know that you are out there doing that work along with me. We all face challenges and difficulties at our schools and in our communities, but it is said that some people look for a beautiful place while others make a place beautiful. Thank you for making all your places beautiful, and thank you and have a great night.
Okay, and our high school advisor of the year, Sarah Leduc, has been the ASB advisor and leadership teacher at Chiawana High School since it opened 6 years ago. As a new high school, Sarah was and continues to be the central figure in the development of many positive and proud traditions. That was quite a challenge, coming from a community that was a single high school community in Pasco with a 101-year tradition of one school, and to be able to chart the course and be part of that team in opening a new school. Sarah's definitely risen to that challenge and really charted a course. In 6 short years, her principal reported, she teaches 5 sections of leadership classes. 3 of them are beginning leadership, 1 section of advanced leadership with 42 students, and a section of teaching leadership to behaviorally challenged students. And her principal, John Woolwork, quoted saying, under her direction, all of these student leaders, capitalized bold, all of these student leaders plan and carry out spirit activities, humanitarian and community service projects, student and staff recognition activities, elementary student mentoring opportunities, summer camp learning, and leadership opportunities. The program that she has grown here is evidence of her love of less privileged students, some of whom play important roles in our leadership classes. Her ability to build relationships and get the most from them is exceptional. Sarah's unfailing dedication and endless enthusiasm has also caused her to surface as a prominent member of the state leadership community. Just early on, she's only been doing it 6 years. In 2012, she was the chair of the State Student Council Conference that was hosted at Chiawana. She's a counselor at the Mount Baker session of camp. She's a member of the WACA board this year, and she's also very involved in the Mid-Columbia Local Association and other variety of leadership things as well. Sarah's principal from the original planning to open Chiawana High School is Terry Kessy, who now serves as the Director of School and Student and School Success for the ESD. And she had written this about Sarah, and I think it really sums up what I would like to end with. Terry said, Sarah served on the original planning team to open Chiawana High School in 2009. Her vision for the importance of student leadership in building a positive school culture helped to shape what the school has become. It will be a sad day for both students and staff when and if she ever decides to pursue something different. But her heart will forever be stamped into the halls of Chiawana High School. Her legacy will be that she changed countless lives for the betterment of humankind. Although that's stated about Sarah, I truly believe that last statement, your legacy, will be that you changed countless lives for the betterment of humankind. And I believe that's what we're here to celebrate. I'm very proud to announce Sarah Leduc as the High School Advisor of the Year. Okay, there you go. It's beautiful. I'll leave it up to you.
So I'm a crier, so I apologize. I'm going to cry the whole time. I'm sorry. Thank you, Susan, and thank you, AWSL and AWSP. I'm incredibly humbled and overwhelmed to be standing here receiving this award tonight. When I look out around the room at all of you, I see so many amazing individuals who've given so much of themselves for kids around the state, and I'm in awe. Many of you seated before me have taught me so much about how to lead, and I feel quite unworthy of all this attention. Yet, as my friend Stu Cabe said to me a few nights ago, I would like to thank you all for seeing in me something I cannot see in myself. I was extremely fortunate to be able to sit on a team of people who created the guiding principles and mission for Chiawana High School prior to its opening 6 years ago. The team firmly believed that Chiawana needed to be a place that was different than other schools had ever been because our students come from places that may cause them to need more from us than other students at other schools. Knowing that, we focused our energy on serving the needs of our students first and teaching them to see blue in all they do. We listened to their ideas and what they wanted their school to be like. We did things that were a bit outside of the box. Were it not for the experience of being on that planning team, I would not be where I am today. Mrs. Terry Kessy was the leader of that team, and she's seated at the table right over there tonight. It was her guidance, her belief, and her trust in me that allowed me to serve the student leaders of Chiawana High School and help them to create a program our entire community is proud of. Terry opened my eyes to new opportunities and experiences I would have never had otherwise. She trusted that I would do the right thing and stood back as I guided the students to create our first ever PEP assembly, which I must tell you was the quietest assembly I've ever been to in my life. Yet she applauded us nonetheless. She connected me with Marty and Susan Fortin so that I would know how to do things legally, because we all want to stay out of jail. It got me involved on the state level and helped me to become a part of camp staff. She listened to me vent, comforted me when I was in tears, which you can see happens a lot, laughed with me and cheered me on. I am forever grateful for her leadership, mentorship, and friendship. Thank you, Terry, for giving me my dream job and being my friend. No amount of thanks can truly be enough for those who have been by my side time and time again, but I would like to take this opportunity to thank a few individuals for their unwavering support throughout the years. To John Kazir, my athletic director, thank you for believing in me and working side by side with me. I'm so appreciative that I have a boss I can collaborate with, not work for. To John Walwork, my principal, who's also seated at the table over there, thank you for your continued support. I greatly admire your ability to come into a position such as yours and lead with grace and understanding. To Jonna Shadler, my right-hand woman and ASB bookkeeper, thank you for keeping me out of trouble and always being there. You do more to help me in our program than I can ever thank you for. To Marty Fortin, thank you for being my friend and my mentor. I've learned more from your teaching than I could ever get from a book. To Susan Fortin, thank you for having faith in me and selecting a very inexperienced ASB advisor to lead WASC 2012. I greatly appreciate your friendship and guidance. To my Chiawana students, thank you for allowing me to serve you and work with you and constantly challenge me to be better and do better. I am so fortunate you allow me to be a part of your lives every single day. To my Mount Baker buddies who are here in force, thank you for supporting and inspiring me each and every time we meet. I count all of you as part of my extended family. To the love of my life, Brian, thank you for keeping me sane. I can't imagine my life without you. You understand me more than anyone ever has and keep me truly grounded. You know how important my job is to me and support each and everything I do. I love you. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak with all of you tonight. Oh gosh, and now it's mascara. Oh. In closing, I would like to leave you all with just one thought. As many of you are aware, I am a huge football fan. Go Hawks, go Huskies. One of the greats of college football, in the college football world, Lou Holtz, says something I believe is incredibly important concept in leadership and in life. Do right, do your best, treat others as you want to be treated. My one great hope is that I can instill this belief in all of the students I work with. Thank you.